And it goes a little something like.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cassandra. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, my channel is all about spirituality, femininity, truth, everything classy. We ask all the hard questions here, and we talk about current events, and we also talk about some things that YouTube censors. So if you are interested in more of those topics, please let me know in the comments below, and you can find me on TikTok. And pretty soon here, I'm going to be doing a Patreon for everything that YouTube won't allow. But I hope everyone's doing okay. Today is Wednesday already. Thank goodness, because after this long weekend, I'm still feeling really exhausted and super drained. I have family visiting me, which is awesome. But last weekend I was doing so much shooting for content that I just never really fully recovered. So I'm really feeling it today. But on a good note, it's Hump Wednesday. So we're halfway there, halfway through the week. So I wanted to plan a video for you guys yesterday, but that didn't work out. So I'm going to do kind of a vlog style video for you guys today. I have a few things that I have to do. So I'm going to show you around my work and what that looks like. You'll meet my girl Rebecca. She's a very zesty girl. And I also have a magnet therapy appointment today, so I'll take you guys with me on that journey and kind of tell you about what that is, what that looks like, and why I'm doing it. But I'm just gonna do my morning routine as I look at my routine deodorant. Have you guys heard of routine deodorant? It's a all natural deodorant from it's not gonna focus. Oh, like this, looks like this. Yeah, it's an all natural deodorant from Calgary originally. They're pretty good. I've been using this for a while. We sell them at my work, but it's a really good alternative to the regular deodorants, as you know, with all the aluminum in them. It's high risk of breast cancer, men and female. So I'm just starting it off with serum on my face. I've already washed my face and applied micellar water. My favorite micellar water is Bioderma, the green one for combination oily skin. But my serum that I use is, I used to be like a skincare freak, and most recently I've kind of toned it down, just still trying to figure out what's a good balance for my skin. Right now I am breaking out a little bit here. I think it's this new face wash that I purchased. I'm not using it anymore. But this is the serum that I've been using for now. Focus there. It's a natural vitamin C Manuka honey serum. No complaints, I quite like it. It's actually quite moisturizing for a serum. And then the face cream that I use is this is from Clean Beauty. And it's a vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. Okay guys, sorry about that. Good thing I just realized that my camera stopped recording because my old phone used too much storage, so I caught it soon enough. But I was just finishing up my skincare routine. But yes, I used to be so into like the mainstream skincare. I kind of switched over to more of a healthy, more clean, natural routine. And it's been really working for my skin. But for days when I'm still having some problematic areas or acne, I use my tried and true from Vichy. This is their Normaderm Phyto Solution. So they remarketed this. It used to be called like Hylos or Phylo Solution. Now it's Phyto Solution. It used to look different too, and I think the formula was a little bit better. The old formula, I feel like it would just zap any zit right away, but this one like slowly does it, which is still good, but The other one just had like instant results. So we'll do like a comparison. I'll show you my acne over there. You can see. And we'll see how that looks later on in the day. Have you guys ever done the Chinese face mapping? So if you have acne, I have acne here. They say like this is hormonal, I think, if I can remember correctly. It's pretty cool. It tells you a lot. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put my false lashes on. I used to go from wearing primer, foundation, concealer, cream contour, powder contour, highlight, blush, setting powder. I used to go from all that to now just false lashes and some brow gel, maybe some bronzer, maybe some blush. Big difference from my previous routines, especially on this channel. So for lashes, even lashes, have you guys also been like finding yourself doing more natural looking makeup? Because even lashes nowadays, I used to wear like the big thick lily lash or Huda lash, and now I just feel kind of like I don't feel like myself when I wear them. I actually went through this phase where for a while I wasn't wearing any makeup and I preferred how I looked without makeup. So sometimes when I go full face, I feel very clowny, just in the sense that it doesn't feel natural to me anymore. So I guess that's a good thing. Oh, just getting that old glue off the lash is so satisfying. Okay. So let me know if you guys have also kind of changed up your makeup routine or skincare routine lately. But I'm gonna finish getting ready here or else it's gonna take me forever. I'll touch base again with you in the car and we will go from there. Hey guys, so I don't have like a setup for my vehicle yet. That will come soon enough, but I'm almost at work anyways. But I just wanted to hop on and say I'll show you a few things at my office today. I love my job. I get to meet so many different types of people. Damn it! Even Jamie's here earlier than me. Oh my gosh. So Wednesdays are my earliest days. We open at 8 a.m. for our patients, but today before shift we have like a review to do with a patient, and they asked me to be here for 7:15 and I got carried away vlogging, so I got here for 7:23, and even Jamie the traction girl is here before me. That is not good. I'll explain to you guys what traction is if you guys don't know or haven't heard of it before. Traction is something that we do to continuously strengthen the spine and other ligaments. Let me know if any of you guys have been to a chiropractor before. I know it can be very scary, but it is not bad. The first time I had an adjustment, I was scared, but I survived and I'm super thankful. Okay, I'm gonna sign off and then I'll see you guys in a bit. This is warming up the spine. I know, I'm just saying. I don't know what it is. I'm really relaxed. Oh, well that's good. I'm so relaxed. We have these awesome wobble chairs. And then I finished my warm-up off with some of these. So my neck area is my sore spot. I'd love to if that's available to me at the moment. Hi, Hannah. Family adjustment. And get adjusted. Okay, so I'm at my workplace still, and I've gotten my adjustment. You guys saw me get aligned, we call it. We don't like to say cracked. And so for anyone that doesn't know, your nervous system is actually protected by your spine. So that's why it's so important to keep your spine healthy. So any impact that you might have to your spine can respond in a way where your nerves are acting up. So let's say you get in a car accident or you have a bad fall on your head. There's some impact, some damage that's been done to the nervous system around your neck area. Could also go into your shoulder blade area. And that can result in like some tingles, some neck pain, some tightness. So that's why it's really, 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 really important to get your adjustments. But I'm going to show you guys around. So this is kind of the entrance. We have a water station. The office that I work for, we do a more holistic approach. So I'll show you guys what makes us different. So we have a warm-up station with some wobble cushions on the chair. So we have all of our patients do their warm-ups before they get their adjustment. Then we have these really cool vibration plates. Not sure if you guys ever used that, or maybe this guy before. But these vibration plates are used to set the adjustment. Okay guys, I am on my way to my magnet therapy appointment. I'm super excited about it, just because I've heard great things from some people that I know who've tried it and they swear by it. So my goal here is to just get rid of any trauma that I have kind of lingering in the body still. I've had some pretty crazy things happen to me in my lifetime that I've been slowly working through in my adult years, and it's been a challenge, but at least I can identify some of the issues that kind of trigger me or prevent me from my growth into becoming like who I'm supposed to be, or so yeah, I'm trying to not be a people pleaser. I wouldn't call myself a people pleaser, but just some things in my childhood kind of prevented me from really speaking out and, you know, just saying what I want in fear of hurting people, or in fear that like I'm gonna get in trouble for things. So I struggled with that for a really long time in my life. So I'm kind of overcame that, but there's a few things that still trigger me or make me think like, oh, like, should I do this, or am I gonna piss somebody off? And honestly, living like that, it's not a good way to live, because you're always gonna be limiting yourself, just because of those beliefs that you once had, that you know you shouldn't do what you want, or you need to ask for permission, or you need to get validation. Those are all really toxic beliefs, and I fell victim to that throughout my childhood, especially in school. I was more of a teacher's pet, just because I thought, you know, that's how you live life. Like, you seek validation, you ask for permission, know if you've tried magnet therapy or if you tried Reiki and what your experience has been with either of those. I don't think I can film like the entire session. I don't think I'll do that for the first time because this is my first time. But moving forward, depending on how the lady is, we'll film the next one. But we'll film my day in Lake Country. I also wanted to have pho with my dad because it looked like they had a really good pho restaurant here, but my dad didn't want to come. So yeah, so I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm going to focus on the road and we'll see what happens later. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I forgot to film an ending part from the vlog the other day. That was on Friday. Ooh, I'm slacking. I had my appointment on Wednesday and it's now Sunday. It's been a challenge just because I have my dad in town. But I just wanted to share with you guys how the biomagnetic therapy session went. So I think it went really well. I've never done it before. So what the appointment looks like is it's kind of similar to Reiki. So you're just laying on your back and this woman, the practitioner, puts like these magnets on your body, I think along the chakras, maybe. She like sees what's out of balance along your chakras. And then she feels, I don't know, like she uses energy and she'll feel like if something is out of balance, then she'll put the magnets there. So it will scan for like bacteria, toxins, etc. And then she also does Reiki work, so like energy healing. So I didn't know what to expect. I have two people who referred me to her and they told me that they just put magnets on you and you kind of just relax. So I'm laying on my back and she starts like doing her energy work and she's mumbling to herself, and I was trying so hard to kind of make out what she was saying, but I couldn't. Sorry, I just had my empath healing noise in the background. So I couldn't really make out what she was saying, but she ended up putting magnets like on this side and then like up on this side too. So I was kind of wondering, oh, is like one of those near my liver? I never took bio, got away with that. So correct me if I'm wrong, but because I always knew that I had some like liver difficulties even since birth. So she put magnets there and then she put magnets at my head, and then this whole time you're wearing like these magnetic like boots or something. And then when you're laying there on your back after she places the magnets, then she's like grabbing your feet. So like she was doing like that with my feet. She'd be like asking a question and then she'd be like hitting my feet together, and it felt like magnetic almost. Like every time she would go like this and then pull them away, it felt like there was like a force there. I don't know if it was from the magnetic boots. So after she does that, she's not really saying anything. She lets you rest in the room for about 30 minutes. The one thing that she did say before she left me was she just said, wow, you're so sad. And that made me feel sad. And she asked me if I was grieving a loss or anything like that. So when she asked me, or when she said that I'm so sad, I like wanted to cry right then and there, but I didn't release in that way. So it just like, it was just weird how she picked up on that, because truth be told, there's a lot of things in my life lately, a lot of shifts that are life-changing. So I have been really sad, and that's kind of why I've been going to these different therapy sessions. Like I said, I tried talk therapy, didn't like it. I love Reiki, and I now really like this bio thing. Well, I'm still kind of processing the bio, so I wanted to actually hop on in a few days, because from the session she told me that after the session I would feel probably more anxious, more depressed, more like the opposite of mental clarity, so like just a lot of thoughts. And I was so scared when she told me that, because I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to go through what I've been going through and then like at an intense level, because the magnets is supposed to make all that bad stuff, toxic energy, toxins, bad energy, past trauma, like just come out of the surface. So it's the magnet's job to lift it out of the body. So after she told me that, I was like, okay, great, just what I want to hear. I forgot to mention, after the session, I immediately felt like so dizzy and high. Like I almost felt like a little bit wonky, like I was coming back into reality almost. Like I fell asleep for half an hour because they want you to rest, because it's a lot of energy work that they do. And when I woke up, I literally kind of felt like, oh, where am I? Like, am I okay? Like, am I in my body? It was really weird to explain. And just the amount of dizziness that I felt was really crazy, because all she's doing is just putting these magnets on your body and doing some energy work. So there must have been a lot of just sadness around me that she had to clear out. So if you can see the difference in the video, the videos where I was vlogging that day. So again, 3 days ago, I felt, actually that's almost 6 days ago now, I think. Yeah, anyways, I was feeling very low energy, just very run down. I don't know, but being empath, it's like very hard for me to recharge my battery all the time, especially when there's lots of people around me constantly. That's something that I've been struggling with, and that's kind of why I always seem like really depleted or exhausted, more than the normal person. So it's a balance that I'm trying to figure out right now. Having my dad here, having my brother here, living with roommates, having my job is very energy demanding. So I've been struggling so bad with myself lately. So if you know what it's like, leave me some love notes in the comments below, because it's been hard. But anyways, you guys probably want to know what she said. So yeah, she said that I'm super sad, and she said that she found a bacteria. I'm so surprised, because I thought she was gonna find like yeast, because I just feel like there might be an overgrowth of yeast in my body, but she wasn't able to like really tell me what she found specifically. But it was something in my pancreas, and it's a bacteria in my pancreas, and she just says it's either from dairy or eating like pickled stuff. And so she asked me if I eat pickled anything, and I was like, oh yeah, I love pickles. And it's so weird, because lately I have been eating pickles, like just pickles, olives, pickled mushrooms, relish, like everything pickled. So that was quite interesting to me. And about the dairy, I know about dairy, I swear to God, my whole life, back to when I was like a toddler, I hated milk, never really liked milk, but I loved ice cream, loved cheese, not like a huge fan of yogurt or anything like that. So I always knew that dairy wasn't the best for me, but because it's hot here where I live, I've been having lots of ice cream. I don't really eat any other dairy products besides ice cream or cheese if I'm eating dairy. But what she told me was, so I said, oh, is dairy bad for inflammation? Like, does it make me feel inflamed? And she looked at me, she's like, no. Like, when you have dairy, it makes you like neurologically unwell. So that was like a wake-up call, because I can pinpoint times where I've had dairy and I feel like my brain's inflamed. Like, I feel so brain fog. So I'm gonna really stop dairy. It's gonna be hard just because I love ice cream and I love cheese, but yesterday I got vegan cheese, so we'll try that, and I'll just have gelato if I really want ice cream. So we're gonna make those changes and see how I feel. But other than that, she said that she didn't find anything physically wrong with the body, which I'm really happy about. But her overall synopsis was, diagnosis is I just have a lot of sadness around me and a lot of fear. The fear I can totally agree with, just because I'm getting so nervous about the fall. The news are already starting to talk about monkeypox pandemic and public emergencies and if you guys don't know me well, it's not the virus itself that scares me, it's just all the other things that come with it. So it's not the fear of getting sick, it's just the fear of unknowing what our future is going to be with when they implement lockdowns and etc. Because again, Patreon. Yeah, so I wanted to share, so because she said it's going to take a few days for all these toxins to come out, you can kind of see the difference in the video. I'll put some footage in this video as well of just some of the life things that I've been experiencing so you can see the difference. But honestly, today's the first day in a while that since the session that I feel like myself again, like my energy levels have been restored, my skin is glowing again. I don't have bags under the eyes. You guys can really tell when I'm like depleted of energy, and it's when I just look like ass. I started breaking out. I was breaking out a little bit before the session. I think it was my cleanser, but after my session, I got this huge friend over here. Like I swear it was like 2 pimples on top of each other. But I popped it today, so I'm just really happy with how I look glowed today. But yeah, I just wanted to end the vlog off. So she did recommend me to go back Wednesdays. She like said with the sadness, she's like, there's a lot of sadness. She's like this much sadness surrounding you. So that scared me, but nothing that I can't overcome. I've been through the ringer with myself, so I know that I have that capability of really lifting myself up and clearing out my energy. But I'm a lot more hopeful after this magnet session. I did want to tell you guys that I've been doing Reiki and the biomagnetic therapy, and honestly, I love Reiki and I love my Reiki practitioner so much, but I can't afford both right now. The magnet therapy session, she kind of does the Reiki work to begin, and then she ends it off with the magnetic therapy. So I might just continue seeing Sue until she feels like I'm good to just go in for maintenance. But the similarities between my session with Reiki and biomagnetic therapy is they both say that I'm just very sad. My Reiki practitioner told me I carry like a lot of problems on my shoulders of other people. So that's me being an empath. It's not something that I choose to do. I just naturally pick up everybody else's energy and it weighs me down. So that's something that I'm really, really trying to balance. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.